Welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Bethany King. I sell real estate on TikTok in the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, and I took a little hiatus from YouTube for a while, and there's been a lot going on, and this video is a life update and my 2025 New Year's resolutions, so let's get into it. 2024 was a challenging year in the real estate market. It's been my best year yet. It's been my highest producing year, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that, but there have been so much changes. Like, as we approach the new year, I've been reflecting a lot on last year and everything that's happened. And, basically I started the year with one member on my team, one agent on my team, and I had a different assistant as well. And I was with a different brokerage, and by June, by halfway through the year, I had completely cleaned house, and I let the one agent go. I fired my old assistant. I went on vacation, which was supposed to be my honeymoon. We went to Jamaica because when I got married in 2022, I was like 5-6 months pregnant. So we didn't get to go on a honeymoon. And I had planned this one just on a whim, just because I wanted a honeymoon. But then my daughter, my youngest one, is like only a year old by then, and I wasn't comfortable yet being away from her for that long and being so far away from her. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna bring the kids with me. Big mistake. I would not recommend, like 0 out of 10, bringing your children to an all-inclusive. They are just young and they don't appreciate things like looking at the ocean, sitting back and relaxing. Kids don't relax, actually. They're so busy, and you need to constantly entertain them. And when you're traveling with kids, it's just like you're parenting in a place where you don't have all of your things, So, Jamaica was beautiful. The food was amazing, but I don't think I would ever bring my kids on an all-inclusive again. I feel like you have to entertain them, and you got to worry about like what they're going to eat, because I have a really picky eater. My eldest, she's 10, and she's such a picky eater. So it's always stressful whenever I'm like somewhere where I don't have all of my things that I need. But we went to Jamaica in June, and then in August, we went to Disney World. Now that, hands down, best vacation ever. Highly recommend. And when you compare the pricing, yeah, it's slightly more expensive, but it's not this like crazy exorbitantly more expensive than going to an all-inclusive, in my opinion. If you're shopping crazy like I was, because I was shopping crazy, I was like, we spent a day at Target, we spent a day at Ulta, I was buying all the souvenirs, and you don't have to do that. Like, that's not part of the travel budget, but that's where I think I went over budget, was with the shopping. But Disney World in Florida, worth every penny, because first of all, there's so much for the kids to do all the time. So by the time that you get back to your hotel room, they are just exhausted. But what I was pleasantly surprised about was how much accommodating things there was for the parents. Like, it wasn't just only focused on the kids. Like, my husband and I, we had a fabulous time, but we are like children. Like, we love to have fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. So we had a great time. Like, I remember we went to Magic Kingdom, and I was in Cinderella's castle, and I was drinking sangrias, and I was having a filet mignon, and I was screaming for all the princesses. It was a great time. So highly recommend doing Disney. And they say like you'll do Disney maybe like once or twice. No, we're probably going to do it a lot of times. Like, my husband and I can see us becoming Disney adults, because we like to have fun. And if the kids are having fun, then we're having fun. My husband got me 2 extra wedding bands for my 2 daughters. I don't know if we can get a close-up on that. I know my nails are so ugly. I got them done recently, and the lady took off so much of my fingertips. My fingers have been so sensitive because I've been cleaning my house. Every single New Year's, I have my set of rituals that I do. And part of that is cleaning the house, which I feel like is a lot of people, especially if you're like West Indian. You don't want to clean on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. So you want to do all the cleaning beforehand. And I have been just purging. Like, the day after Christmas, I took down my tree, took down everything. And I also have 2 children. So I have one that's almost 2, and I have a 10-year-old. And Like they just accumulate so much stuff and so much junk and so much toys and just so much garbage all the time. And they're growing so quickly. So they're growing out of their clothes really quickly. So I had a lot of stuff to purge and I'm still not done. So as I've been cleaning, and I did tell her I was disappointed, it's fine. All the women watching this know there's nothing worse than when you get your nails done and it's not the way that you want it. But anyways, I digress. So 2024 was crazy. I took some time off with YouTube because in the last quarter of the year, as I was promoting and sharing with the world that I'm going to be opening a new office with the old company I used to work for, I realized late in the fall that that company was not one that I wanted to move forward with and that I really wanted to make a pivot in my business. And it was partnering with a different brokerage named Revel Realty. So Revel Realty is a real estate brokerage and they are based out of Niagara Falls. That's where they were founded. And they're about 10 years old. They have about 30 or 40 offices. And now they're slowly making their way over here to the GTA. And I decided to partner with them because they are just forward thinking, innovative. They have extremely innovative marketing. I love the principles around this company and what they do in the real estate industry. And on top of that, I still am moving forward with opening and running my own office. And it was important for me to partner with a brokerage that was cutting edge and had the best incentives for agents to join. And that is why I chose Revel. Now, I won't get into that in this video, but if you are kind of struggling with your real estate career and you're overthinking and you're not making the sales that you want, you might want to book a one-on-one call with me. And you can do that through the link in my bio. And that's where I'll explain like all of the incentives and like offerings that Revel has to offer to you, and then what I can provide to you as your head coach and broker manager. So when I made this change, and it went to social media, it was quite significant in my networks. I remember like my phone just absolutely blowing up because everybody knew me as so connected to that old company that I was with. And all of a sudden, for me to make this like really abrupt change out of nowhere, everybody had questions. And I remember telling people like, I'm so sorry, I feel like I have so much explaining to do. But I realized that for me to make this change, there wasn't going to be any way that I could do this that would be comfortable or that would be easy or wouldn't come with a lot of confrontation and conflict. So it was just one of those things that I had to do. And any time in my business that I've made business decisions based on my heart and not my head, they've always been the right decisions for me. And that is all I'm going to say about my switch over to Revel. I know you guys want the tea, okay, but we're going to be professionals about this. Because of all of that buzz and all the craziness that was happening, I felt like I just reverted into my shell a little bit, which is what I do. Like I haven't even been too active on TikTok, but one of my resolutions this year is to just be more consistent with it. I find that with content creation, it's one of those things that if you don't use it, you lose it. And the longer that you sit back and don't create, the harder it is to jump back into it. So by me getting here today is like my promise to myself to get back into my groove. And it took some time to just like clean out my office and clean out anything that reminded me of the old company I used to work for. And now that I've really mapped out 2025, I'm really excited. I have some exciting things to share, but I can't yet because the ink hasn't dried yet. For example, one of my resolutions is to secure a new office location for the office that I'm going to be running. And I'm in the process of already doing that. So it's really exciting. Now, I won't say too much until everything is said and done. And I can't wait to just introduce you guys to it. Obviously, grow the office more. We have about 20 agents right now, which is quite significant for an office just starting out. And I feel really lucky and special and just humbled that so many agents put their trust in me to guide them and help them develop their careers in real estate. And I feel like we have a really phenomenal group. Like my goal is not to grow my office to hundreds and hundreds of agents. It's about just creating a culture and a community that everybody is thriving and everybody is happy. So that's my goal with that. I have some health goals. Like I want my hair, I need to take better care of my hair. You know, any of the girls watching this right now, you know, I use a lot of heat on my hair. This is like my identity, but just as this channel evolves and grows, just be kind with me as I try out some different protective styles. I feel like it's really not my brand and my look, but I need to take care of my hair, obviously get fit. And another important thing was I want to spend more time with my eldest, Eva. she's at this age, like she's 10 years old right now, but I feel like these children are so much more advanced than we were. Like the challenges that she's facing are things that I didn't uncover until I was like 13 or 14, and she's only 10. And I really noticed this when she gave me her Christmas list to shop for, because normally it's like a list of toys and fun things that like kids want. Whereas this time her Christmas list was just like outfits and accessories and skincare and makeup stuff. And she's going through this phase where her style is very specific, and she calls it Japanese grunge style. So as I was like Christmas shopping, I had to go run around everywhere and like go and find all of these very specific things because I wanted her to have a really amazing Christmas. And she did. Like she was happy. She got everything that she wanted except for one cosplay outfit, which again was so specific. The only way I could get it was like ordering it from Japan, and it wouldn't have come in time, but she was happy nonetheless. And I just feel like with social media and like the digital age that we're in right now, a lot of these kids are growing up and feeling the pressure to like look a certain way and to have cell phones and to have social media. It doesn't help that her mom does a lot of social media as well, but I told her she can't have it until she's the age that you're allowed to be on the app, which is like 13, 14, 15, whatever it is. And then when that time comes, I'll be there to kind of guide her through that. But I just find that, you know, especially the young girls, there's so much pressure, especially with all the skincare and the Sephora. I just want these kids to be kids. So this year, you know, I really want to spend more time with her. And it's not about just spending time. It's about like really getting quality time, like intimate time with her where we can talk about things and she can ask me questions about things, and I can be there just to help her navigate like the world. Even though I thought this time was going to come later, and it's coming a little bit more sooner than what I'm ready for, but I don't know, it's like a resolution of mine. Right now she's at her dad's house, so she's not home, but I just want to be there to support her as she gets older and as she's like getting into this preteen stage and everything that comes with that, you know what I mean? So my resolutions, you know, otherwise is to help 100 families buy and sell real estate, secure my office location, spend time with my daughter. This year I said no vacations. We took 2 vacations last year, so we don't need a vacation this year. Take care of my hair, take care of my body. And I just want to keep it simple with the resolutions this year. Last year, I had like a laundry list of like 20 resolutions, and I did accomplish most of them, but it's exhausting putting that much pressure on yourself. I think just staying focused on maybe like 3 to 5 things will allow you to be more successful. And if you're watching this, I want you to share with me like your New Year's resolutions for 2025 and the things that you want to work on and like what's important to you. And know that I'll be here to support you in that because I'm interested in knowing. But that is my life update video. We're going to get back to regular posting now that I have my new setup and everything has been switched over. So if there's anything in particular that you want me to touch on, especially real estate related, just drop it in the comments. If you would like to book a consultation to buy or sell, just go to the link in my bio. And if you are a real estate agent who would like to join my free community for coaching, just go to the link in my bio and fill out that application form. Otherwise, I will see you next time.